So hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Abhishek on the other side. This is going to be my last video of the year, and it is also going to be my 40th video in this channel. I have started YouTube for like 1.5 months ago, and in this short duration of time you guys have given me a lot of love and support. So I thank you for that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Now without much further ado, let's start our today's video. So today in this video we're gonna solve minimum size subarray sum. Now it is a medium level question from LeetCode. The question states that we are given an array of positive integers nums and a positive integer target. All we need to do we need to return the minimum length of a contiguous subarray such that the subarrays are nums of L or nums of L plus 1 up to nums of R minus 1 to nums of R, of which the sum is greater than or equals to a target element. And if there is no such subarray, we need to return 0. So let's take this example. So if you consider this example, this 4 tree, if you sum up 4 and 3, it will result me to 7. And the length of this 2 is 2, right? But if you consider other subarrays, so you can consider 2 as a subarray. You can also consider 2, 3 as subarray, 231 as subarray, 2312 as subarray, 23124 as subarray, 23124 and 3. Such that the whole we can consider the whole of the array as a subarray, right? So this is a subarray. So we can have actually since the over here the size of the array is 6, right? So we can have 6 squared, that is 36 number of subarrays. So if you consider this example over here, the target element is 4. So we can say that that we have an element which is exactly 4, and hence only by considering this element 4 we are going to satisfy our condition, and it is also the minimum length. So our answer is 1. But over here the target element is 11, but and if we sum all the elements of this array, we will find that its sum is less than the target element, and hence our output is 0. So so now let's understand the algorithm for this problem. So let's consider this array which contains elements 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 and 3, and the target element is 7 over here. So let's first talk about the brute force solution. Now the brute force approach for this problem will be very easy. We are going to consider all the subarrays of this array. So one of the subarrays can be 2, then we can have 3, it can also be 1, it can be 2, it can be 4, 3. Similarly, it can be 2, 3. Then we are going to have something like 2, 3, 1. So like this, we are going to have n square number of subarrays, right? So and for each subarray, we need to check whether the sum of the elements is actually greater than equals to a target element. Now if it is greater than equals to a target element, we need to have a variable. Now in that variable, we need to store the minimum length, right? So we can easily achieve this by having a pointer over here, that is I, and then we are going to have another pointer, that is j. Now this I is currently pointing to the index 0, this is of index 1, this is of index 2, this is index 3, 4 and this is 5, right? So currently our I is pointing to index 0. So at first we are going to move the j pointer, so we're going to check for this element, consider this as a subarray, then we consider this as a subarray, this as a subarray, this as a subarray, this as a subarray. Finally we can consider this as a subarray, right? So all we can do by moving the j pointer, right, one by one step. And next, once we reach to the end of the array, we are going to increment our I pointer over here to the index 1, and our j pointer will be at the index 1 too, right? So So at the very beginning, our j will always be equals to our I pointer. Then we're going to check for this subarray, this subarray, this subarray, this subarray, and finally we're going to check for this subarray, right? So how many operations we are performing over here is n square, and hence the time complexity for this algorithm is n square. So, and while the space complexity for this algorithm will be big of 1, right, because we are not using any extra space over here. So we can actually optimize this time complexity, right, by using binary search. So let's see by using binary search we can optimize this n square time complexity to something a better time complexity. Now the first question you may ask, like, hey Abhishek, this array is not sorted, right? Then how can we use a binary search approach? Now that's a good question. Yeah, you are right that this array is not sorted. It is an unsorted array. But we are not actually focus. Our focus is not on the elements of the array, but our focus is on the sum, right? That's our main focus. So if you just try to find the prefix array, now what is this prefix array? Now use just think a prefix array to be a array through which we can actually store the cumulative sum. Okay. Now we know that cumulative sum is the sum. At first we are gonna but in prefix array we're gonna have an extra element. Let's consider it to be 0. So initially we're gonna have 0. Then we're gonna add 0 to the 2. So it will be 0 plus 2, right? Then we are going to add 2 plus 3, that it will be 5. Then we are going to add 5 plus 1, right? So we are actually adding the elements one by one, right, and storing it in an array. Then we're going to have 6 plus 2, that is 8. Then 8 plus 4, that is 12. And finally we're going to have 12 plus 3, that is 15, right? So this is our prefix array, right? And the length of this prefix array is actually 1 more than the size of the array. So over here the size of the array is 6. So if it will be 6 plus 1, that is 7. Okay, so that is the size of the prefix array. Now there is a feature in this prefix array. We can see that the array is sorted, right? And that's what we require in binary search. Our array must be sorted. Now we are actually performed our operation on this prefix array. Okay, so what we're gonna have, we're gonna have a pointer I. Okay, at first we're gonna have a pointer I. Just let me just delete this. Yep. Now currently our pointer I will be pointing to the index 0. This is index 0, this is index 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Okay, so currently our ith pointer is pointing to index 0, as you can see right over here. So what we're going to do, actually we're going to start from here. Okay, we're going to consider this element. Okay, and then we're going to move, so keep on moving. Actually our I will be not, it will not be in index 0, it will be in index 1. Okay, because index 0 we don't require this index 0 actually. Okay, so currently our I at index 1. Okay, so what we're going to do, actually we're going to start from this element. Okay, and we're going to check for each subarray such that the subarray starts with the element present at index 0, that is 2. So we're going to check for 2, then we're going to check for 2 2 3, go for 2 3 1. So we are actually considering that from here to here. Okay, from here to here, we're gonna have the subarrays which starts from index 2. Element 2 is this subarray, right? So out of this subarrays, is there any subarray whose sum is greater than 7? And if there is, then we're gonna store the minimum length. Okay, so we're gonna have the variables as, at first we're gonna have a length variable. Now in length variable we're gonna store the length, minimum length. So initially it is int of max. Okay, and okay, so now, so at first we are at I, right? So since we are using a binary search, so it should contain a low. So our low pointer will nothing but pointing to index I, right? And while our high pointer will be nothing but the last index, that is 6, right? So it will be 6 and this will be 1 because I is currently 1, right? So then as binary search we have to find a mid element. So let me find the mid index. So it's like 1 plus 6 by 2. Okay, so it will be nothing but, and if you do the lower bound it will be nothing but 3, right? Because it is 3.5, so it will be 3 if you find the lower bound. So actually it is pointing to this index. Okay, now we need to find the current sum. Okay, so let's create a variable. Now the formula for this current sum, formula to find the current sum is actually current sum will be equals to your prefix array. Let's consider it to be pre. Okay, pre of mid minus pre of I minus 1. Okay, so that's what is going to be our, yeah, so that's what is going to be our formula for current sum. Okay, so what is our pre of mid? Okay, now pre of mid is 6. Okay, so 6, and our pre of I minus 1 is nothing but I is 1, right? So I minus 1 will be 0, so pre of 0 is 0. So we have got 6. Now what exactly is this 6? So if you see over here, the 6 is nothing but a summation of 2 plus 3 plus 1, right? As you can see in this original array, right? So actually we have considered a subarray starting from index 0 of this original array going up to index 2, right? And that's what is 6. Now once we find the current sum, we're going to check whether this current sum is actually greater than or equals to 7. Now we know that the 6 is not greater than or equals to 7. Now since 6 is not greater than or equals to 7, so it doesn't make sense that to go in this way, right? To lower the array size, we need to make the size of the subarray higher, right? Then only there is a possibility of getting a sum which is greater than equals to 7. So we are going to move our low pointer. Okay, so if this condition is not satisfied, okay, then we are going to make our low pointer as mid plus 1. So that's what exactly we do in binary search. We're going to do the similar thing over here. So currently our mid is 3, so if we do mid plus 1, so low will be pointing to index 4. So our low is over here and our high is over here, right? Next again we're gonna find a mid element. So we're gonna find a mid element as 4 plus 6 by 2. So it will result me to 5. Okay, then again we're gonna find the current element. So pre of 5 it is 12, and if you just consider the I minus 1, that is 0, right? Pre of I minus 1 is 0, so our sum is 12. Now we know that 12 is actually greater than equals to 7. Now if this condition is satisfied, and then what we're gonna do, we need to update this length. Now okay, we have to update this length because we have found a subarray which actually satisfies this condition. So we need to find the length of that subarray, right? So our mid is what's our mid? Our mid is at 5, right? And so if you see this is our mid, right? So we are currently talking about this, right? So if you can say 1 2 3 4 5, okay, so mid is at 5, and so we need to subtract this mid with I minus 1, okay. So you can just take consider it to in brackets, okay. So 5 minus within brackets I minus 1, that is I plus 1, so it will result me to 5, and that's exactly the length, okay, starting. So if you consider this subarray, that is from here to here, then this will result me to 12, right? And is length of this subarray is 5, so this length will be updated to 5 because we need to find a minimum. So 5 is less as compared to int of max, so we're gonna have it as 5. Now when this condition is satisfied, so there is no way that we are going to go in this direction, because we know that even we would go in this direction, this condition will always be satisfied, right? Because we are going to get more and more elements, and more numbers is going to be added up, and since in the array contains only positive numbers, so our sum will keep on increasing, right? So it and our length will also increase, but our main goal over here is to minimize the length. So since we want to minimize the length, so we are going to go in this direction now, and thus we are going to make our high, right, as mid minus 1, okay. So this is going to be our high. So our high is currently at index what do you say, index 6. So our mid is at index 5, so if you just subtract, it will be at index 4, okay. So our low is also at 4 and our high is also at 4. So if you just find the mid, it will be 4, right? Then again we are going to find the pre of mid, that is pre of 4, that is 8, right? And if you just subtract it with 0, then it will result me to 8, okay. And now we know that 8 is greater than equals to 7, right? And the length for this is nothing but mid, this formula, that is mid, right? So our mid is currently 4, right? So it is 4 minus I minus 1, that is 0, okay. So it will be 4. So we know that 4 is less than 5, so it will be updated to 4. And since we have since this condition is satisfied, that is 8 is greater than equals to 7, so we need to update our high pointer. So currently our mid is 4, so it will be updated to 3. Now when our high, okay, becomes less than low, okay, then we are going to terminate from that while loop, and we are going to increment our I by 1. Now our I will be pointing to this index, right? And now again we are going to perform the binary search, but this time when our starting position is this element 3, right? And from 3, the max length we are going to go up to is over here. First we are going to consider this element, we are going to consider this element, okay. Next we are going to consider this element. So all the elements, all the subarrays which is present in this range from here to here, right, we are going to consider each of these subarrays, okay. So let's see. So now our eye will be pointing to index 2, right? Okay. So our low will be nothing but 2, okay, and our high will be nothing but 6, okay. So then again we're going to find a mid element, so it will nothing but 2 plus 6 by 2, right? So if you find the lower bound, it will be nothing but 4. So if you use this formula, that is pre of mid, now our pre of mid is 8 and our pre of I minus 1. Now our I is currently at index 2, so I minus 1 is pre of 1, that is 2. So we're going to subtract 8 from 2, it will be 6, okay. So then we're going to check whether this formula is satisfied or not, okay. We will say if this formula gets satisfied. So since this formula is not getting satisfied, so we need to move our low pointer, right? So currently our low to mid plus 1, that it will be 5 right now, okay. Then again we're going to find the mid element, that is 5 plus 6 by 2, and if we just find the lower bound of it, it will be nothing but, what is this, it's like 5, right? So it will be 5. So if you just so pre of mid, that is pre of is 12, right? So 12 minus 2, that is 10. Now we know that 10 is greater than equals to 7. Now since it is greater than equals to 7, so our length is 4, right? We have already seen in the previous part of the video. Now since this condition is satisfied, so we're gonna find the length. Now what is gonna be length? So our mid is 5. So if we just subtract with I, so 5 minus I minus 1, that is I is 2. So if we just subtract 2 minus 1, it will be 4. So since our it is already 4, so it doesn't make any sense to update it. So it will be remain as 4. So then again we are going to, now since this condition is satisfied, that is 10 is greater than equals to 7, so we are going to move the high pointer. So our high will be updated to mid minus 1. So our mid is nothing but 5, so it will be 5 minus 1, that is 4. Now since our high has become less than low, so we are going to terminate and we are going to increment our I by 1. Now our I will be pointing to this index 3. Similarly for index 3, we are going to perform the similar binary search operation, okay. So after we have got this, then we are going to go to this index, and then we will move to this index. Now when our I is at index 5, right, so our low will be also be, so our low will also be at index 5, and our high is going to be at index 6, okay. So if we just find the mid of it, so it's like 5 plus 6 by 2, right? 5 plus 6 by 2, and this is going to give me 5. So our mid is 5. So if you just you find a current sum, then our current sum will be nothing but, the pre of mid is what? Pre of mid is 12, right? So it will be 12 minus pre of I. Now our I is pointing to index 5. I minus 1 will be 4. So it's like this. So it will give me something like 4, right? So now we know that 4 is not greater than equals to 7, right? And since 4 is not greater than equals to 7, we need to move our low pointer. So our low will be pointing to mid plus 1, that is 6. So again we're going to find a medium, mid of 6 plus 6 by 2, that will give me 6. Then again we're going to find a pre of mid is nothing but 15. right? So if we just subtract 15 by 8, so it will give me 7. Okay, so now we know that 7 is actually greater than equals to 7, right? Now since this condition is satisfied, so we need to update our length. So we can update our length to, now what is our mid? The mid is 6, and what is our I is 5. So if we just subtract this by 1, so it will be 4, so it will give me 2. So our length will become 2, right? And then we are going to mm, update our high pointer, right? Right, yep. So our high pointer will be, so it is 6 right now. Okay, it will be 5, right? So our low is 6 and high is 5, so we're going to terminate. And so this is how we get our answer, right? So the time complexity for this algorithm is nothing but big of n log of n. The reason being it is n log of n because it is n because we are actually performing the binary search for each and every elements of this array, so it is n. And since we are performing a binary search over here, so for each and every element, so it is log n, and hence it becomes n log n. Now it space complexity will be big of n. Okay, we can be, it's big of n plus 1, but we don't have to consider the constant, so it is big of n, as we have used a prefix array over here, right? So now let's see the code for this algorithm. So now let's see the code for the algorithm. So at first we're going to have a prefix array. So let's consider a vector of type int. So it's a pre. So let's consider a vector of size num_size plus 1, where each element is nothing but 0. So let's consider a for loop. Now let's for starts with I equals to 0, go up to num_size. Then we're going to increment our I by 1, and our pre of I plus 1, we need to find the pre of I plus 1, which will be nothing but that is nums of I, right, plus pre of I, right? So this is what is going to be a, this is how we form a prefix array. Now once we have formed a prefix array, we need to perform the binary search. So let's consider another array which will start from I equals to 0, 1, and it will go up to num_size. Okay, and we're going to increment it by 1. Next we're going to have a low pointer. Now in this low pointer we will be currently pointing to nothing but, what do you say, I, and our high pointer will be pointing to num_size, yes. So then we are going to have the while condition, which will be like our low should be less than equals to high, right? And our low should be less than equals to high, and then we have to find the mid, which will be nothing but low plus high by 2. Then we need to find the current sum, and the formula for it is pre of mid minus pre of I minus 1. And we need to check our current sum. If our current sum is greater than equals to the target element, right, then we need to have a variable. So let's consider it to be mid length, which is nothing but int max, and our mid length will be equals to minimum of mid length comma mid minus I minus 1. And then we have to update our high, which will be nothing but mid minus 1, and our low will be mid plus 1. So once we have finished all this, so coming out a while loop and then coming out a for loop, into return our mean length. So I think it will work. So let me just run this code. So let's just run this code. So it is accepted. Let me just submit it. So yeah. So we need to handle another condition actually, and the condition is that if it may happen that there's zero condition, right? So if our mean of length is equals to int of max, right? So if there is no subarrays which is actually greater than equals to target element, then it will return zero, right? So that would be the condition. I think now it will work. So let me just submit it again. So yeah, it's accepted. So that's all for today's video. Now before finishing off this video, so let's take a new year resolution for 2022. New year resolution is that um, I'm gonna keep on upgrading my skills, and I'm gonna keep on making such videos in 2022, and also try out different videos too. So do comment down in the comment section below, like what is your new year resolution. And if you like this video, do give a thumbs up to the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So that's it. So that's all for today. I will see you in my next video.